Hi friends, welcome back to Crafts and Collage. I thought I would put together just a really quick Gluebook video. I'm going to get started in that smaller magazine that I showed you guys, and I ended up putting a cover on it. It's actually a back cover from another copy of the same magazine, but I love this painting on the front. Now, I'll be honest with you, to me it looks like a Van Gogh, but I can't find it in his collection. I'm pretty well versed on his stuff, and although I'm not an art, aficionado, but if you know who that is, it says, I believe it says June 1881 on the bottom. So if you happen to know who the artist is of this picture, let me know. But I chose it for the front of this newest glue book that I'm going to try, this smaller size magazine. I may not cover that up, eavesdrop on the most intriguing conversations at the bar. I kind of like that. And then it's an ad about a podcast. So I just really liked it. Ooh, hello folks, picking up the glue. I really liked it as a cover for the new glue book. So that's what I may even leave the Smarty Pants and just do something down there, but I do love the painting. So I added the front cover, so all I'm going to do is, this is all extras that were collected in a pile at the side of my desk here, where I throw them as I cut stuff out, or I pick out a bunch and then decide I don't want those. You've seen me go through the pictures and so on. So we're going to try doing, that has to be glued down, try doing a, we haven't even started in this book. Oh my goodness. Okay. I need to do something with this because this is, it's the way the cover was glued on. So I kind of like this page. I wouldn't mind keeping it. It's kind of funky and stuff, but I'll deal with that later. Okay, so we're going to do a double spread here, and let's see what we've got just to mess about. I thought I know I do Friday night and stuff, but I thought maybe we could just mess around and look up some stuff. By the way, today is the 2nd. I haven't done my drawing for today yet, but I did get October 1st Inktober drawing done. The prompt was dreams, and I'll do a little video at the end of each week just to show off what I've done. And this year I'm really keeping it simple, doing little doodles, just little line drawings and stuff. I'm actually practicing that drawing one continuous line, like not picking your pen up off the page and drawing the picture, the whole picture with just your one line. And it's quite an exercise, I'll tell you. Kinda neat. Camels. For some reason this picture intrigues me. I really like it. I'm not normally a yellow type person, but I do like it. So I have a feeling that's going to be a theme for this page, even though it's winter and this is obviously a summer scene. Beach maybe, summer, not sure, but let's keep the yellow theme going, shall we? And see what we come up with. How's that for you guys? Works for me, right? So yeah, I hope everybody had a good weekend. I'm sorry if my throat's kind of scratchy, because I'm just at the tail end. We're all at the tail end of COVID here, so it's been fun. But at least, we see the end now for sure. Yeah, that is getting to be the norm, and it's tiresome, I'll tell you. Although it didn't seem to last as long or as brutally as it did last November. That was horrific. It was really uncomfortable. Mind you, I had a busted up shoulder at the same time, so that didn't help. But, at least everybody in the house now is sort of on the downside of, like, the heading out out of that not feeling well time. So, I don't know if this yellow theme is going to work, friends. I really don't. Not sure about that. It's like, it's just a mishmash of weird stuff. If I go with the yellow, it doesn't. Mind you, when do any of my collages really have any rhyme or reason? Huh. This is quite a. I mean, this is a culmination of tossing out from probably 10, 15 different collages or glue book pages I've done. And, you know, just setting aside the things you don't use, right? Like that really seems to be what happens. So, alright, I'm sort of keeping the yellow theme just because it kind of jumped out there and started. So let's see. He's got a face, eh? That's Rembrandt, isn't it? I think that's Rembrandt. Pretty sure. Yeah. Yeah, where's the other packet? Because is it in here? Because there's Rembrandt's in here somewhere else in this same packet of pictures. He's in here somewhere. I don't know if that's the same face or not. His stuff is very sullen, you know, kind of doesn't feel joyous, I guess. Now, don't get me wrong, a lot of Van Gogh's work didn't feel very joyous either. Poor man suffered terribly. But Rembrandt's always seemed very, I don't know, dark-ish, you know? If that makes sense, maybe it doesn't, I don't know. Nothing in here. Alright. No, nothing. Alright. Let's see what we can do with what we've got. I think he's for a different feel of page. Alright, so let's see what we can do with this. Just as a sort of yellow, shall we? Alright, so if we start with that up there, because of course sun, you know, and we put this one here, and this one over on this side, now I always place them and then I move them. You know me. You do know me. Beside them or down here. How about halfway? That I kind of like. There's just too many flowers and things here. There's not enough other stuff. I don't know, maybe his face would fit. Oh, that does kind of balance it out. Almost, you know, I was actually thinking, I know this sounds crazy, but I was actually thinking of not only doing Inktober with the little sketches, but to do, and not necessarily a big one, but a glue book page a day with the same prompt. And this almost has a surreal, the prompt for yesterday was dream. And this almost has a surreal dream-like quality. You know what I mean? Because dreams often change mood quickly, and then, you know, you have places. Like, I like where that's sitting, but there are places in our dreams. Let's see what else. A butterfly makes sense in a dream. It really kind of does. Possibly a bird too. See where I'm going with this, but this almost takes on a dreamlike quality, and if I can get that quality in this glue book page, I'll actually try and do a glue book page for every day in October and see if I can maintain that. for when friends drop in. I love that, actually. That's really cool. Yeah, that sounds like a fun project, or at least try and do whatever days I can. But doing a Gluebook page or a collage page per prompt sounds really kind of, ooh, oh, that's interesting. Although that's the Holbein, I think, the Holbein painting, where he's in a self-portrait in this little mirror right here. That's the thing he painted. The artist painted himself. His name's Holbein, and he painted Henry VIII. So it was around that time period, if I'm not mistaken, if I've got my art history right. He painted himself into that little mirror in the far wall. I think that's the way this story goes. It's a cool story, though. I love that picture. I don't think I'm willing to sacrifice it to this one, though. But I wouldn't mind one of those period pieces. And those are all here at the back. See, I'm talking to myself again, folks. I like this stained glass effect. I really do. Okay, that's a maybe for sure. Alright. Oop. Sorry, YouTube. They've just changed the rules and stuff. That's a Rembrandt, I know. That's Rembrandt, a young Rembrandt. So I can believe that that is the older man. I can definitely see the two of them as the same person like 30 years later. At least to me. Maybe I'm dead wrong. But, dreams have a funny effect on us, and they can make us feel really odd sometimes. This one feels a little surreal as well. Do you know what I mean? Oh, and I talk to you guys like you're right here. By the way, thank you very much for helping me push to over 500 subscribers. I wanted to thank each and every one of you who watch and who like and, share my videos and so on, because that's the only way I get seen, is if you like one or you comment on it or whatever. This is the Pompeii. It's an art piece right from the walls of Pompeii, so that's kind of neat. Okay, I think I'm going to take him over this way. No, see, I don't like him as well over there. I like that there. And I like this here. So let's take this and do the bottom half of it. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Alright. That works for me. And then this beautiful little cottage right there, or farm, or whatever. Oh, I think I like that. I think I like that, but something a little friendlier. Take away that weird dreamy, that weird effect. Alright, so let's do this then. Let's put the bird here, and the butterfly here, and this little tiger lily right there. What do we think? Do we think that works? I think that might work. Alright, let's try it. This sort of fits with the surreal quality. There's something about it. I don't know. I kind of like that. included in it, you know. There's something tugging at me to put this in here, but it's not, I don't know. I wish I could describe what I mean. Okay, well, we're going to take a minute and cut it out, just in case we decide to use some or part of it. So, because I often will cut a piece in half or add a part of it to a picture. Don't be afraid to cut your stuff apart, folks. Don't be afraid at all. So yeah, I know it's kind of repetitive of those of us who do films on, you know, YouTube. But the more that you guys, you know, interact with us, either like or dislike, whichever is your opinion and so on, or you leave comments and things like that, the more our videos are seen, because each interaction, each subscription and so on moves us up in the listings on YouTube. So there's something about this I like. Why? It's weird that I like that. It's kind of strange. I actually like that. I know it just sits there in the middle of nothing, kind of really not doing anything, but for some reason it almost focuses the page for me. Isn't that crazy? Alright, well, I'm going to think about that while we do the rest of these and get these glued down. So, yes, I'm going to waste Mr. Rembrandt on this page. I sometimes keep, and I didn't mean the word waste as in waste, but I sometimes keep pictures to do in a, I have that very large book I've shown you guys that has the map on the front. It's big, thick, beautiful glue book that collage actually, that I do. And I save really intriguing or beautiful pictures for that I would use in a really different kind of, you know, a different kind of sort of more formal page, something I work on, you know. I like doing glue books partly because they can be quick if you want them quick, unless you've got some gravelly voiced person blabbering at you while she's doing something. So this video is going to be long. I'm sorry, peeps. I really am. I really am sorry. So, feeling better, tested negative, went across the street to the supermarket to pick up a couple of things, and now they've got, everybody's sick. I don't even know if people test anymore, honestly. I don't. It just seems like everybody right now is sick, and it's not surprising, considering we sanitized ourselves for 2 years, you know. We'll probably have no immunities to any kind of cold or flu these days. So, yeah, just be careful, folks. If you're going to be in a really crowded area and you're feeling any kind of low energy or anything, just mask up if you have to. You know, save yourself from getting even more run down or sick. Just, you know, do it. You'll be glad you did. Save yourself a lot of hassle. This is just, I have a feeling it's going to shape up to be pretty cool. You know how I feel about stuff as it's getting done. I'm in doubt until I put the last piece in. But I can see something shaping up. I think, yeah, this is a really cool painting. I just don't know, you know, who it's from. The one on the front cover, though, is what intrigues me. It's right around the Impressionist time, you know, the that whole Impressionist movement. So that's that time period. Just a few years before my grandmother was born. How about that for aging me? Ha ha ha. She was born in 1890, my grandmother. Seems like forever ago. Oh, she was a cool lady, though. Hattie. Cool lady. And I have a blog that I just started not too long ago called Hattie the Hermit. If you're at all interested in some fun and, I don't know, just not too serious, just I'm a single woman by choice. I stay in a lot. I was a young woman during the 70s and 80s, so that was kind of wild, a lot of going out, a lot of doing things. And so now I just really enjoy time in my home and stuff. So my kids tease me about my hermiting. So I started just a chatty sort of blog that I'm going to be writing a lot more for coming up because it's fall and I can do that. So if you're interested, it's called HattieTheHermit.com, which I named after my grandmother because she's amazing. She was amazing. Very Victorian in her way, but an amazing woman and resilient. Oh my goodness. She lived to be 89, just short of her 90th birthday. She was lovely. And I hope everybody started October in a good way. Write your list of goals for the month and get caught up on old stuff, because October is somewhat about the past. You know, it's welcoming those we love back briefly while the veil is the thinnest, and so on. This is October, so I'm probably going to be doing a lot of days because I try to incorporate Halloween into Inktober just because it's October, right? So I kind of try and do that. So I'll probably be doing some spooky scenes, but I'm going to try and do a Gluebook or Collage page. I'm going to see if I can't keep up with the daily thing. Let's see how that goes. We'll call this day 1. Maybe I'll just do it all in this book and either do a single spread or I was going to do a small book like my sketchbook size. The small sketchbook, this one, the one I'm using for Inktober back here. I was going to do a Gluebook page on there, but I don't know if that's too small or not. We'll have to see. Alright. This chest stuff, though, this chest cold stuff, it's like a new brand of cold, and it just really settles in your chest and makes you feel like someone's sitting on it, you know? Ooh, I need a tiny something to cover up this corner. Alright. What can we put there? Ooh, yes! we can overlap a beautiful bird. I don't know what kind of bird that is, but we can definitely overlap him. Oh, yes. I like that. Alright. I like this size magazine, I gotta say. If y'all can find one for yourselves, grab one. It's fun. It's no more than an inch difference on both the height and width, but it's just like, I love trying different sizes and smaller books and bigger books, and I do. I've got glue books of all sizes going, and I just love having the different sizes. I do. And this one is definitely fun. Alright, let's put him right there. Oh, and we've got hot weather into the 80s for the next 3 days. And then Indian summer is over. And our cooler weather begins. It's dropping down to the low 60s and into the 50s during the day after Thursday. So I'm looking forward to that. I love that weather. Jeans and sweaters and hoodies, that's my favorite time. If I had a fireplace, it would be lit daily. But I haven't had a fireplace in a while, so yeah. I always wanted a wood-burning stove in my tiny home. That was something I was absolutely going to add when I got a tiny home, but it would be kind of fun to see if a person with vision impairment could survive in a little dinky tiny 300 square foot space. I would dearly love to try. Ooh, that kind of fits in a weird sort of way. I've just got an awful lot of nope, he's gotta wait, I guess. That's a gonna wait one. Gonna wait. Going to wait. Let's see what's in here. Well, we could do 2 butterflies, but that's not very interesting. Gosh, I'm keeping you guys a long time today. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, people. Oh. Oh. Oh, I like that. Yeah. Let's see what happens when we trim off the excess white, because it might not cover the spot I need. That's the thing about another difference to me about Gluebook versus Collage, where you can add in anything. On Collage there are so many, you have that little tiny space, you can add in a strip of washi tape or a ribbon or anything, but with glue books I tend to restrict. See, I did it. There we go. It was trimming off the, well, let's alright, then let's back this up with something I don't like. How's that? And then we'll add okay, will that work? Is this wider? Nope. Alright, let's see if that will work. And if it will, we can do some fancy schmancy stuff here. Because every once in a while life deserves some fancy schmancy. Yep. Okay, so let's place that there. Alright, looks good to me. Boom. We're getting creative, people. We're getting creative. There we go. Alright. No, we need a little bit more along here. There we go. Alright, so now this is going to sit right there. So let's lay it down. I find it so much easier to put the glue on the page, and I probably shouldn't because I know it sometimes leaves a bad look, but oh my goodness, I get irritated with the gluing the individual pieces. I'm sorry, it just is. It's just me. Alright, so okay. And again, I end up with something I really, really like. I really do. I suppose there's a phrase or something that we can... The other forest. Winged wonder. Oh, there it is. Okay. Cool. Absolutely cool. We're going to tear this out. And give it that rough edge that I really like. I don't know, maybe I tear too much, but I sure do love that torn look. I absolutely love that. Maybe it's my destructive nature. My granddaughter's going through the Mrs. Destructo phase right now. Oh my goodness. She's driving everybody crazy. Escape. Escape. Yeah, I like that. There we go. Is it even? I think so, yes. Is that straight? Yes, it is. Okay. I like it. I don't know if it'll be the first of the Inktober, but I'm kind of thinking maybe it, because it has a dreamlike quality to me. Thank you for joining me tonight. I hope you have an amazing week.